This was a love marriage. We met when I was in college. She stayed in the same colony that I stayed in. So at that time, we met, and I started my job at a very early age because I knew where I wanted to reach, and I knew that I had to begin early, and work really hard to reach where I want to reach. And then later on, she joined the same job that I joined. After that, she continued with she changed her profession because she wanted more of fame and stuff like that. That is the point of time when we got married. And she when we got married as well, she had told me that she wants to become famous and she wants people to know her. And being a partner, I thought that it would not be right if in case I would stop her for any reason. But I not want to be a guy who would dictate terms and decide for her life, because I did not want her to reach at the age of 35, 40 and then tell me, you know what, my life ended up being this because you never supported me. So I wanted her to do what she wanted, but in the right way. I did not know that supporting someone who you trust and who you would know would go so ahead that the person would just leave you behind and just fall behind fame and achievements for herself, not knowing what is right and what is wrong. Met when I was in college. I have been working throughout. Immediately after college, I have been working throughout, and right now also, I'm really working hard to just pull off my court case, the advocate expenditures, the maintenance. I'm in living in and out of the suitcases. I don't think it is worth, because I strive really hard. I strive really hard to actually live a very decent life, and I don't think I ever wasted time being a young guy like other friends of mine did. I never wasted time because I knew very well what I wanted, and I never wanted to stop anyone else as well achieving what the person wanted. But the thing is that I expected my partner to be as honest, and I wish that I could. I know that I trusted her completely, and which was broken.
So when you guys decided to get married, and I'm sure you would have discussed what both of you want from life together as a as a couple, not individually. So were things made clear at that point in time? How about starting a family? Were these things discussed initially?
Yeah, we had discussed whether like we would like to have a family. We got married. I told her that I would like to get married a little bit earlier than like at the age of 24, 25, because I would love to be a young father. I would like to play with my kids and be there for them as a young dad. And she was totally supportive of it. She told, yes, of course, it sounds good. Any which ways, there is nothing else that I would look for, and you've got everything that I would look for in a guy. So yes, why not? And then when we got married, uh, up till I think 1 or 2 years, everything was smooth sailing. But then after that, because of the career shift that she chose, she started spending more time out. She started going for all these late night parties and hanging out with friends. And whenever I would ask her that, you know what, who are these friends that you're meeting, and who are can you introduce them to me? And like, obviously, I'm your husband. I would like to know who your friends are. She was like, no, they would. It would hamper my career, and they would know that I'm married. And I was like, it's not wrong to be married. If you're married, you're married. It's not like you've done anything wrong. And why wouldn't your friends know about me? She was like, no, I can introduce them as you're my boyfriend. I told her, all right, introduce me as your boyfriend. But then after she told that, no, I can't even introduce you as my boyfriend because then they would know that I'm seeing someone. I was like, there is something not right. There is something not going wrong, right? And then after I told her that, what do you think about having a family, starting a family and stuff? So she came out with, if I start a family, my career will go for a toss. And what about my career then? That means you're being a guy, you don't care about my career because nothing is going to happen to you. Being a woman, I would have to be with the child and stuff.
And
Like,
this is
all right,
after
I
how
understand.
many years of marriage?
This is, I think, easily around 4, 5 years of marriage. So I got married when I was 25, and this is when we were 29. And I told her that. So she was like, "No, my figure will get spoiled, and then people will not give me work." And I was like, whatever you're saying is right, but even if in case that is a scenario, why don't we go to the gynac and everyone, and start planning for a healthy child. It will take at least 1 or 2 years, because nowadays you've got all these technologies that is in. Not that any one of us were not fit, but it was like, why don't we start with the proper procedure and everything, and then we'll plan a kid after like 2 3 years or so. Then she was like totally against it. She was totally against it. She was like, no, 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 no chance right now, and I can't even think about it. So I opened up and I told, you know what, maybe I can speak to her parents. So I spoke to her mom, and I was expecting to have a positive response, because the career that she chose is not a career which is very, very well known in the like for a middle class or higher middle class. It's not very well known, and she was not doing that great at that point of time. And I was like, if in case you're not doing that great and stuff, why don't you shift your mind? Because she was going into trying her level best, and I knew that she was not trying her level best in the right way. I had a feeling. I'm not very sure, but I had a feeling at that point of time. Now I am sure, because I have the evidences and stuff. But at that point of time, I had a feeling that there's not something right. So I was like, rather than a person going completely deep into it and getting frustrated, like, it is better that as a husband, it's my responsibility to pull her back and tell her, you know what, you can start with a family, and that would be a better idea of starting with a family and looking for another career option where I would support you, I would be there and everything. So her mom came out and she told me, you know what, right now my daughter is doing really very well, and she's about to grow, and you being a man are trying to stop her grow and stuff. And I was having a feeling like, I know that that's not the fact. That is not true. That is not the fact. So I told her mom that, uh, is it okay if in case like after 2 3 years we can at least start planning? And she was like, and her mom was surprisingly like, no, 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 not at all. How can you plan about it after 2 3 years? Then all of a sudden, after a year or so, she came up and she told me that, see, if in case you want to plan of a kid, I would like you to make the house one of the best in the colony. And I was like, okay, what do you mean by that? She was like, if in case we plan of a kid, I don't want any interior work going on in the colony, in the flat when I'm carrying the child or when the child is growing up, because it's not going to be healthy for the child and it's not going to be easy. So I want my house to be one of the best in the colony before even planning of conceiving. I was like, all right, done. If in case that is what you're asking for as a man, it is my responsibility to like make sure that my wife and my kids are completely comfortable, and that is all that my wife asked. So why not? So I started making my house. I asked the interior decorators to come in, emptied my complete house. I asked her to go to her place. I went to my place, because I did not want her to be in the dust and partly making the house, and I wanted it to be quick and comfortable. So I asked her to go to her place. I went to my place. I took bank loans. I took mortgages. I got the house made. Literally one of the best in the colony. And after I got that made, because I knew by that time, I knew that these are reasons being given to me, because she never planned of conceiving. And one of her very, very close friends had told me that she has told me that she's not planning to conceive. She is going to manipulate you and get things out of you only on the basis of conceiving. So I already had the hint, and I had told this to my parents as well, that this is what information I got from one of our friends. My parents were like, why are you doing it then? Why would you do it? You would not. Why would you take mortgages? I was like, because I don't want to give any reason to a woman saying that my man did not do this. That is the reason why I want to leave my man. It was like, if in case she's asked me for this, let me do it for her. So I did that for her. As soon as the house got ready and everything, like within 15, 20 days, I told her, all right, now that the house is ready and it's one of the best in the colony, why don't we go to the gynac, and you start with your procedures of having a multivitamins. She was like, you know what, after I plan of conceiving, I will not be able to go for a holiday anywhere. And for almost a year or 2 years, I can't travel with the kid and this and that. So I would like to go for a holiday before planning this. You don't know what a woman goes through and stuff, which I could literally, I was thinking about it and I was like laughing in my mind, like you're fooling me. I know that you're fooling me. I'm not a small child. I'm like, I was literally 29, 30. So I knew how the world works. And it's not that pregnant women don't travel or don't go on holidays. So I told her like, all right, where do you want to go for holidays? She told I would like to go to the States. I was like, okay, if you want to go to the States, because her relatives stay in the States. So I told her, okay, if you want to go to the States, I will arrange for the tickets and everything. I'll give you my credit card, go to the States and come back. So she was like, so you are not coming with me. I told you know very well that I can't come with you because my job profile does not allow me to. And I won't get leave for such a long time. So you know that I can't come with you. Like, okay, then I will go and come for a holiday. And I was thinking in my mind, what kind of a woman would think of going for a holiday on her own when she's just trying to conceive, when she knows her man is already taken loan to make the house completely the way she would love to, and then give her a holiday where she wants to, and still go for a holiday all alone. So I knew it. I knew it behind my mind that something is really wrong. And she went for the holiday. When she went for the holiday, she went for a holiday for 45 days, which is, I believe, not normal. So 45 days holiday. And she had my credit card. She used my credit card and she stayed out there. And when she came back, immediately when she came back, within a week or so was my birthday. And as soon as she came back, usually when your partner comes back after a long holiday or say a business trip or something, you want to spend time with your partner and ask your partner, what did you do and how was the trip and where did you spend time? And it was nothing like that. So she came to India, and when she came to India, it was like, you know what, I have not met my friends from a long time, and I need to go and catch up with my friends. I was like, okay, let's have a family. No, no, not today. Look, today I've already made plans, and it's just a week passed by, and we hardly had any conversations in chat. And then was my birthday, and when my birthday was there, she told that, what, in the night I would not be able to be there because I have got work, but we can have an afternoon lunch. Well, like the same guy who made the house one of the best, the way you said, the same guy who sent you for a holiday, the same guy who did everything for you, and you're telling that you don't have time on his birthday to have a birthday dinner, and you want to have a birthday lunch. And that time, we were having the lunch with my parents, and she came in and she walked off earlier from the lunch table. So when she walked off earlier, I told my parents, you know what? Now is the time when I have decided that I would like to finish the marriage because I know this is not going anywhere, and it's not fair on my part to do justice to myself because the more I try to pull it, the more I'll get hurt, and I know I'm being fooled. So my parents told me that why don't we go and speak to her parents for once, because it's easy for us being the guy's parents to make a decision, but it's always an impact on the girl's parents. As soon as they listen to something like this, it's a setback for a parent. That how come this guy who was with my daughter for such a long time suddenly decided to get separated? So I told, yeah, sounds good. Not that I'm seeing someone or I need to be with someone. So I would love my marriage to actually work out, if in case there is any way for it to work out. Then when we went to her place and we spoke to her parents, I can still remember that day because they were sitting on the table and my parents were sitting on the couch, and it was a shocker for me and my parents, because when my parents told her parents that, what, I think it's not working out and my son has got quite a lot of reasons, which even their parents knew, because I had quite a few times literally checkmated her and caught her red-handed, which they tried to cover up, but they knew that it is wrong. So the first thing that came out from the mother's mouth was, all right, so what are you going to give my daughter? I was like, hello. It was I'm expecting you to tell me how can we work it out and what can be worked out and how can we make the marriage better and smooth sailing. And that was not the question. The question was, what are you giving my daughter? I told Auntie, it's not about what am I giving a daughter or not giving a daughter. That is a secondary question. My question is like, it's not working out. So what can we do? If in case there is any shortcoming on my part, let me know, because I gave her the freedom to do what she wanted. I gave her the house that she wanted. I let her choose the career that she wanted. I did everything. So if there's any shortcoming on my part, let me know and I'm more than happy. She was like, no, I don't think she likes you anymore. So I would like to know, what would you like to give to my daughter? I was like, that's not a question. So she was like, no, but you will have to give her a house and maintenance. I was like, but because we were just blown away. We were like, me and my parents we were shocked. Like we were not expecting that reaction. And we were like, all right, so whatever is the thing, whatever is your demands and stuff, we will see to it in the court, if in case it is, because mutually I would not want to sit down over here and fall into an argument, or we will decide about it after a few days, because it's just like a shocker to us. And after a few days, when we spoke to them, and I told them, can anything be worked out? They're like, no, no, no. Just let us know, what can you give my daughter. And
Had
I
already made
just,
up their mind. They had already made up their mind that they wanted the separation to happen. There was no effort from their end to kind of counsel you or try to get you guys together again.
no, 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 no. Because I think even her brother knew it, even her sister knew it, even her mom knew it, that she was not doing something right. There was something wrong. And they knew that I tried my level best, and they knew that I had checkmated them quite a lot of times. I like it would be unfair for me to say that everybody was inside it, but I know that they were all aware about it. I am very well aware that they were all aware about it. Whether they were involved in it, I have no clue. But for sure they were aware about it, because I had confronted the brother, the sister, the mother, even her father. And even on that day, I still remember when my parents were sitting, her father was the one who got up and told that, you know what, you won't get a guy like this. You're making a very big mistake. Don't do it. And he was asked to remain quiet by the mother and mind his own business. So I knew that I'm not wrong. And after that, when I told her that give me a week's time, when she to think about, because I was completely shaken up. I was like, I did not know what's happening in my life. Till now, everything was smooth, and I was having my career, and I was trying my best to like be settled in a very, very nice and comfortable manner. And everything was like, poof, it's just gone. And now I had to collect whatever pieces I could of my life and start over again. So I was like, okay, give me some time. Till the time I took, my parents told, you know what, it is better that you just drop the divorce notice, because once you drop the divorce notice, sometimes it is like it is they will think that yes, it is something serious. Then they are not thinking about it. And I was also very sure that if in case I get a response from the parents saying that, what are you going to give my daughter? I would like to drop her divorce notice, and I would like to end it up, because it's not going to be a healthy relationship any which ways. Something which is not going to last right now. Thinking about it when I reach 45, 50s, 55, and thinking, what, I should have taken this decision earlier in my life. And I spent so many years of my life with a partner who I could not trust, or who I knew was wrong, but I just let it be. So I gave the divorce notice, and when I gave the divorce notice as well, it was absolutely fine. And one of my friends, he was a common friend with her, told her that, you know what, I know this guy from college, and he has just worked hard. He has always been on his toes. He's worked hard. He's done everything possible to have a settled life. And I have been with him out, and I have seen that he's never even looked at any other woman or anything. So he's not got any wrong intentions. And I am a common friend with you, and I know what you are. So don't do that. It's not fair to be done. And her reply to him was, I think you're forgetting it. I'm a woman. I will get what I want, and I know how to get what I want. And I've got other friends who will support me to get what I want. He's a guy, and I will checkmate him, and I will frame him up in such a manner that he will be proven guilty. And that friend of mine immediately gave me a call and told, brother, you are very lucky that you've taken this decision. What hell come may, you will not step back. You cannot be with a woman like this who thinks like this. I was like, I never had seen that face anytime before. So I was like, all right, fine. And I was at home itself, and I had my laptop, which was kept aside, which I had not used for almost 3, 4 years. I kept my laptop kept aside, and I told, all right, let's go. Let me take my laptop and just walk off very innocently, not knowing actually what I'm picking up. I was picking up literally my life back with that one laptop. I picked up that laptop. I came to my parents' house. I left my laptop, and I just went out. I just wanted to go out for a drive. I went out for a drive with my friend, and my brother called me up and he asked me, Do you need your laptop? I told, no, I don't. So she was like, can I use it? I'm like, yeah, you're welcome to use it because any which I don't use it. Within half an hour, he gives me a call back and tells me, you need to get back immediately. So I go back home and I see my entire family sitting in shock. And it was actually embarrassing to see my parents see what they saw on the laptop, which was evidences. So what had happened is her mobile phone was about to knock off. So someone must have told her that take the backup of the mobile phone on your laptop till the time you get your new mobile phone. So she took the backup on the laptop and forgot to delete the backup, as well as she had logged into Facebook and Instagram and everything from the laptop and forgotten to log out. And everything was wide open. All the photographs, all the evidences that I needed, all the parties, all the Facebook chats where she's chatting with quite a few people, strategizing how to go about with this divorce and how to suck in maximum that she can. Whereas the guys are guiding her that ask the man to get the house made, ask him to send you on a holiday, do all this, ये सब अय्याशी कर ले डिवोर्स मांगने से पहले इसके बाद क्या पता नसीब हो ना हो. So it was like literally planned. And I was like, this is strategized from last 3 4 years with the woman who was like lying on the bed next to me and behaving completely innocent. Unfortunately, in our country, it I would not say unfortunately because there are so many innocent women. There are so many innocent women who actually need the women right to work for them. But there are so many women who are taking undue advantage of it. And they're so confident. I was ready to, one fine night, I was ready to leave for my job. And when I was about to leave for my flight, I had to catch a flight and I was ready to leave for my flight. So my company had sent the car to pick me up. And I used to ask my company to send the car to pick me up from my residence, whereas I would stay at my parents' residence. I would not stay at my residence because it's hardly a kilometers difference. And I knew that whenever I would get ready for my flight or my job, uh, she would create some kind of scenario or she would make sure that it's not very smooth going. So I had come down off the building and I was waiting for my company car to pick me up. When I was waiting for my company car to pick me up, I suddenly see the cops turning up and asking me, do you know flat number so and so? I said, yes, I do know flat number so and so. And he was like, so we need to go over there. I told, but why do you need to go over there? That is my flat. You're like, all right, so who are you? So I told him my name. The moment I told the cop my name, the cop said, okay, but we have come to take you to the police station. I was like, on what basis? Like, you have gone up and you've hit your wife. I was like, I haven't even stepped up. I have come from my parents' house. I parked my car over here. I am still over here with my bags and everything, and I haven't stepped up. Till that time, my company driver pulls in with the car and he sees the cops over there and he's quite worried because it is not a normal scenario to see someone with cops at, say, 11:30, 12 in the night. And I told the cops that I haven't stepped up. You can check the building CCTV cameras and stuff. He told, all right, just hold on. And they gave a call to her and asked her to come down. So when she came down, she told the cops white lie on the face, telling them that he came up and he threatened me that he's going to beat me, and he tried to even break the door and push the door and stuff like that. Like, all right, y'all can check the CCTV cameras. My building is having CCTV cameras everywhere, but the cops are not ready to do that. The officers were not ready to do that. They were like, no, if a woman complains after 8 o'clock in the night, we have to take the man to the police station and write an NC about it so that the complaint is made. I told, I do totally understand, but if I come to the police station right now, I happen to miss my flight. And if I miss my flight, I lose my job. And if I lose my job, I have nothing to look forward to. This is all I have got. So the cops are very understanding. At that point of time, they were very understanding. They told us there is only one way. Only if ma'am is okay with it, we can tell her that once you come back from your job, you can come to the police station and we can write the NC down. But if in case she is hellbound with you need to write the NC right now, we can't do anything because according to the law, you are supposed to write the NC immediately. So at that point of time, she was standing, and I told, see, I can't ask her, and I'm not going to ask her because I know the reply is going to be no, and this is her main aim. So this is the reply goes, and the cops then asked her and told her, ma'am, see, he's going to be in trouble. He's going to lose his job if in case he does this. So is it okay if in case he comes back, we'll write an NC, you all can be in the police station? She was like, no, that is the main reason why I made a complaint right now because I want him to lose his job. And the cops could literally, they realized that they came on a call to save a woman, but now the cards have shifted. The woman is using the law on her side to actually put a man in trouble. And then it was their job. They were trying their best to save me. They had come to save a woman, but now they're trying to save me, knowing that I'm not wrong. Then they told me to give a call to a senior inspector who was over there. And I explained him the entire scenario. And he was like, sir, I so know that you're right because I have heard about your case by my past colleagues over here who have been here. They have told me about your case. And when this call came in, also I knew that you're not wrong and everything, but it is a call of my duty. If I don't do it, I risk losing my job. Unfortunately, because of these scenarios, we will lose. We all three officers will lose our job if, in case, I don't call you to the police station, and that woman will go scot free. And you lose your job, or be prepared for us three to lose our job. I was like, it's not fair for me to say you all three lose your job because I want to keep my job. I told all right, I cannot. I know that if I come to the police station, I'm losing my job because the flight is going. It's gone. So he was like, all right, but any which ways you come to the police station. I sat in the car and trust me, I forgot to ask the senior inspector's name. I really forgot to ask the senior inspector's name. And he gave me a call like in 5 minutes and he asked me, where are you? I told him, I'm in the car. You asked me to come to the police station. I'm in the car. And that gentleman, he told me, switch off your mobile phone, take the car towards the airport and do not switch on your mobile phone till the time you reach your destination. That's it. And as soon as you come back, you will come to the police station and you will meet me. I was like, done. Thank you very much. He was like, don't worry about anything, but do not switch on your mobile phone. And I had asked my company driver, like, take it to the police station. And in seconds, I told him, turn the car, take it to the airport. And it was like a sigh of relief for my driver and for me because he knew that would be the last day that he would take me. So I was like, take me to the airport, and I went to the airport. I made sure throughout my journey that I come back, I meet the inspector. I met the inspector. I thanked him, and he was like, "Sir, you know what? That woman did not even come to the police station. She made a complaint and everything. She did not even come to the police station because she only wanted you to come to the police station. She did not come to the police station." That was the thing. The way I think you can get to know that the guy is genuine is when the guy puts the divorce notice or divorce. Immediately after that, the girl is going to put a DV case because that is a very patent formula of a woman to say that, you know what, he was violent and that's it. The case gets stuck over there. It's over because she's put a DV case, which is domestic violence. The only thing that happens is the moment you go to the police station, you go to the advocate, you go to the court, everybody will say, sir, she's a woman, uska palla bhari hai. She's going to have a smooth sailing. If you're fighting the battle, be prepared to get old in the battle or to lose the battle. There's only these two options. The cops have literally, I think my area cops have kept me. I've spent 4 nights in the police station, not in the jail, not in the prison, but sitting in front of the senior inspectors because they have told me, they have requested me to sit over there with them and not go anywhere because she's going to put a false police case on me. And I have spent the entire night with them, sitting at the police station, seeing all the Mawalis and Taporis come to the police station. January, February, the COVID situation, I have got the order on my side. I have stood out of my house. I have begged her to open the door.
So
My parents are.
right now the situation is that you are outside the house, you are outside your own home, you are living at your parents' house, she's occupying your house. You have a court order which says that you cannot be restricted from entering your own home. Yet, legally you can, but she has been not allowing you to come in.
The court order is in such a manner that what she has done is she has shown the judges keep changing every year or every 6 months. So what she has done is when the judge changed, she has taken an old order, the previous order, where one of the justice had told me to stay out of the home for 2 weeks time, and till the time he gives the further order. So his next order was that when he gave his next order, in that my ex-wife herself said that me and my ex-husband stay in the same house, and the only thing is that we don't want third-party interference, and there should not be any violence. So what she has done is she has taken the previous order and tried to misguide the court and showed them the previous order and told them that he has been asked to restrain. So the court order is on a very fine line where tells that I am allowed to enter, but it has been told to follow the order on. So it is a very fine line. I go to the police station and I tell the police station, you know what, I've got a court order that's stating that I can enter the house and stuff. The police station says, all right, sir, you can enter the house. You enter the house. And then I tell them that, you know what, she's not allowing me to enter the house. They're like, sir, so what can I do? I'm like, hello? It's trespassing of property. What can you do in the sense I've got court order? Like, all right, now you do one thing, you put a contempt of court order. I'm like, oh, seriously? First you asked me to go and get a court order, which we all know how much time it takes to get a court order in India. It took me ages to get a court order to enter my own house without me being proven guilty whatsoever. I need a court order where the house belongs to me 100%. The share certificate is mine 100%. I have got no kids, nothing, and I need a court order to enter my house because I'm living in and out of my suitcases, traveling here and there, up and down because I don't have a home. So I strive hard to get a court order. Now that I've got a court order and I come to you, you tell me, all right, if she's not going to allow you in, get a contempt of court order. Now, to get the contempt of court order, there is no way I can get a contempt of court order because from February onwards till now, it's COVID situation. So if I even try to enter my house, like when I speak to my advocate and I tell him, no, I've got a court order and I can, he's like, yes, you can enter your house. But if you enter your house, the first thing that she's going to do is make a false police complaint. And at this point of time, if she makes a false police complaint, what they're going to do is they're going to take you, arrest you, and put you in the behind bars. And it's going to take ages for me to even get you a bail. Even when you're going to be right, it's because right now the courts are not operating to the 100%. The cops are very tired and irritated with all the COVID situation going on, and the cops' strength is literally half. So it is very difficult to ask for understanding from their side as well, because even they are scared of more than half the COVID situation. They are striving day and night with all the struggles with the COVID. And on top of that, you come out with the divorce thing where you are trying to enter the house. So we're like, you know what? The best thing is you just stay out. As soon as the court opens, we'll try to ask the judge or the court to clarify the order. It's so embarrassing. And the watchman looks at you and watchman they start talking that ये देखो अभी सर आए ना अभी 15 मिनट में पुलिस आएगा. It's like literally in the society, it's you're finished. I don't feel finished. Trust me, I don't feel demoralized with that because I know that I had chosen to fight the battle knowing that it's going to be tough. I chose not to give up and give her what she wanted because it was she who told my friend that my other friends have got the way out, so will I. So I don't want her to be an example to get her way out where other men will also be put in the same scenario, giving her example. And in this, I do not say that a guy is right or a girl is right or what, because I know that in a lot of scenarios, there are women also who are right. But at this point of time, taking a man to be wrong just because he's a man, I would say I would myself suggest people that you know what is better that you have a daughter and not a man, not a boy. That culture of boys are better than girls is completely out because A woman straight gets benefits all over, according to law. Straight, hands down, all over. They get benefits for everything. And even if in case like it feels embarrassing for me to look at my parents trying to justify that I'm not a person who actually hits his wife or has she's put domestic violence on my parents. Like, why would someone put domestic violence on the boy's parents who are not even residing with, they do not even stay with us. They must have come for dinner maybe 2 times in 7 years or 3 times in 7 years. I don't think that counts as domestic violence coming for dinner or say a party for 3 times in 7 years. And she's put a domestic violence on them. I don't think they deserve it. I don't think any parent deserves that because maybe the guy or the girl has taken a wrong decision in his life for choosing a wrong partner. Maybe after 10, 15 years, you might get a divorce and maybe it might not even come on your favor. So it's like literally a life imprisonment. Is you've made a decision. It's worse than being caught in a chori ka saza. Chori ka saza, I think, so 6 months to a year. This goes for like 6 years, 7 years, 10 years, and still you're not free. You're just not free. You're just stuck. You're just stuck because everybody thinks ye ghar ka mamla hai. Why to fall into this matter? Everybody takes a divorce. Agreed, ye ghar ka mamla hai. Everybody, but take the decision. In this, the two people who are involved in the divorce are involved, but with them, their parents are involved. The brothers involved, the sisters involved, everybody is involved because they're all thinking what's going to happen with you. Where are you going to end up? And it's years just passing by. These are precious years. I don't think anything else is more precious than the time that is just slipping by. It's the system, it's not the people. The system is that slow and that biased that you can't do anything. Like I'm a Parsi, so I had gone even to the panchayat and I had told them that I need an evidence saying that she's parents have got really big house given to them by the panchayat, and she does not literally need my house because she was telling in the court that she's got nowhere to live. Right? So I just wanted that one letter. I did not want them to write anything for me. I just wanted what was in the record. I just wanted them to give me what was in the record because that would be really helpful to tell the judge that it's not that the girl is not having any place to stay. It's a massive big house given to her and her parents with her name being involved inside that house. One of the trustees comes out and says, you know what? I don't think we should give you that letter. You will get a lot of Parsi girls to get married to. But that is a poor Parsi girl. How will she find another guy? You literally decided as a judge who is right and who is wrong. And you literally told me that, you can find thousands of girls Parsi girls who are rich. If that was my aim, I would have at first place itself not chosen my ex because she was not rich. Two, three of the trustees very sweetly told him, this is not the point. The boy has come to ask for a letter. Whether we are giving it or not giving it, that is our decision. To make a judgment is the decision of the judge. But that is how, unfortunately, it works.
And while you're talking on this, I want you to also discuss with us a bit on how the Parsi jury system works. Because unlike other religions, where there is a different process for divorce battles, just share some light on how the Parsi jury system works.
I haven't seen the Parsi jury system. It's been like 3, 4 years. I haven't heard. I know that we can't go to, we as Parsis, we can't go to the family court. We have to go to the high court because and the high court as well cannot make any, the judges cannot make any strong decisions except the Parsi jury. The Parsi jury is involved of 5 people. Basically 5 people, they would come, they would listen to your case and they would make a decision on how much alimony and whether the divorce is sanctioned or not sanctioned. And the jury does not involve, none of the jury members need to be an advocate, a psychologist, a counselor, anybody. They could be anybody. They could be anybody. And why would I don't understand when every decision is being taken by our capable judges and there's a family court and everything. I haven't seen the jury. I haven't seen the jury. It's been 3 years. Who's responsible for it? Who's going to give me my 3 to 4 years back? Because the jury is not sitting. Is anybody in the community going to give me my years back?
A
And
petition in the Supreme Court as well with regards to the jury system to abolish this jury system. And I believe the government also has been summoned to give their reply on this.
I think they should. They should. It is high time that they should get rid of the jury system, because see, I could have commented very on the jury system if I would have met any jury. I don't know. I don't know how does the jury look. I don't know who are these people.
Lastly, I want to ask you, what is this message that you would want to give many men today, who are in this dilemma, whether to take that step? As you said, you need to take that step the minute you know that it's not working out. Like, I get a lot of messages. People don't want to open up. People don't want to write publicly about it. They would be happy to send me a personal message that this is the problem. Many men don't speak about this. What is your message to those people today?
I think many men don't speak about this because they know that indirectly, no matter how right they are, somewhere or another, they will be pointed, nay, you drink a lot, or you smoke a lot, or you gamble a lot, or you're with other women. Don't worry about those things, because those things are allegations can be put on anybody. If you are right, if you know that you're correct, and you know that you've not done anything wrong, don't worry about it. Rather than spending your life with someone who you cannot be with till the time it's the end of the lane, or coming down the line, say in 5 years, 10 years time, and you see your wife or the woman at home, and you are not happy coming home. You're not happy. There's fights day in and day out. Or say, even if you're having kids, I don't know whether it's right or not. Even if you're having kids, it is not right for a child to see two people fighting day and night just for the sake of it. Cops are not going to trust you, first of all. Secondly, the jury, the judge, everybody it's women centric. Even they are careful not to make any decisions or any opinions against a woman, because then it comes the NGOs will come in and women rights will come in, and then they will be put in trouble. Do not give up if in case you are not wrong, but take your stand. There is nothing like sorting it out peacefully and amicably. Everybody deserves to live. It's just one life. One life. Once that's gone, that's gone. But you have the right to live your life happily without any fights or anything. Take your decision, move on. If you are not wrong, don't worry. Don't worry. It's going to be a long battle. But if you give up, you are going to set examples for other women to do the same. Don't go into depression. The main thing is, don't go into depression. Don't just give up for the sake of giving up. Move on and live your life. Just live your life. It's not like you need to live your life with anybody. Even if you are alone, just be happy. Just be happy, be confident. Don't let the life just pass by in courtrooms, because trust me, nobody cares. Nobody cares. At the end of the road, nor the advocate is taking his money and going. The court is out there for hundreds of years. It's going to still be there. The people in the courtroom are still going to be there for hundreds of years, but we are not. It's just move on. Don't don't spoil your life. Don't go into any addictions or anything. Don't depress yourselves. Don't go into wrong thoughts or wrong sayings. It's not the end of the lane. It's not. If one bad experience does not mean the life is over. It does not mean life is. Yes, you need to fight it out, but you can live as well. It is difficult, but that is what even I'm doing. That is what even I'm doing. So, a live example.